semis right now, though? Ready to semis, right? Ready to semis, or you know? You got a game plan when you go back? You got a game plan when you go back? Well, I'll ask you what's who you can lose to. Oh shit, I got your match mixed up with somebody else. Game 1, Sonido versus REM, Sonic versus Lucas. I don't really know how familiar REM is with this matchup, but he's going to be using a lot of stickers, a lot of the momentum stuff. So I'm kind of curious about how Sonido ends up abusing that situation, because whatever ends up happening is that whenever you're using a lot of those movement-based options, you're making a lot of commitments. It's not as straightforward as you may initially end up thinking, because you just have a lot to play with. And we're seeing even scramble here, just trying to get to know each other really. Here we are at 35. Going to be doing PK Fire 2 or PK Thunder 2 to get away. That side special, it's actually pretty fast. Got to be keeping Sonic pretty honest about the way he's approaching. Maybe looking for a little bit of a scramble. 118. Ran with a pretty solid 30-40%, but Sonido answering right back. Unable to take out the stop with that offstage forward air. REM ever so slippery. There's nobody more slippery than REM. He has a lot of his movement stuff nailed down. Always wanting to avoid every hit. Getting a strong forward air. Gonna be losing their first stock. REM in the lead. Down throw. Taking the tilt. 140. Going for a double back here. Sonido's still just struggling to seal out this stock. REM doing everything he can to hold on to it. A lot of the actions just really leading us nowhere. Getting two framed on the F smash. At the very least, now REM's going to have confidence about how he's going to be approaching instead of worrying about his stock. He has the slight lead, 34. They'll be changing that. The lead now over to Sonido, but it's not that great. Let's see somebody build on this. They'll be recovering successfully. Scrambling. Recovered. Sonido now in the driver position, holding 40%, forcing REM to approach. REM looking a little out of his element. Back throw. Taking the forward air, 111. The ledge trap, not going to be actually seeing much out of it. Very good use, thinking that he'd be on stage, getting the up air. Forward air. And this PK fire going to be sealing out the stock. Getting it that close to the edge. We've got 120. Is the back throw going to split out? Nope, no rage. Someone there. Rem plays scared. When Red ends up getting that high percent, he ends up focusing more on keeping the stock and making the most out of it. Taking it for everything he can. Not saying that's the easiest thing, especially against Sonido. But here we see him at 45, where the last stock first game. Side special. Taking a double forward air. Trying to seal it out with a greedy F smash. Unable to, now being built up. We see this constant 10% disparity. Taking the PK fire. And I think that was a back air. A little bit of a strange exchange that happened there. But regardless, Sonido takes game one. It's going to be a straight run back. I don't know that either of these players play somebody else. Going to be looking for exchange. Rem just needing to just clean up a little bit of the edges. But hopefully Sonido didn't adapt to him a lot in this situation. See what's going to end up happening. Going to be running up. Back here, we're seeing a very different game than we saw game one. Sonido not falling into a lot of the same base that got him in losing the situation, and knowing where he can F smash is right there. Getting in there. Red playing a little nervous right now. That shielding is very uncharacteristic from him. He had a lot of options that he could have ended up using. Just weaving through all the options that Rem is throwing at him. Unable to seal anything out right now. Trying to seal it out, but getting lappy percent now. Looking less and less for our hero, but the back throw, thank you, the back throw. Gonna be sealing it out. 29 though. Rem has a mountain to climb from here. Still gonna be taking it. Doesn't matter, no rage at 150, that close to the blast zone, gonna seal out everything. Building up, I feel like what I ended up seeing here was just Sonido really adapted, understood what Rem's game plan was. Rem just stuck to his game plan that wasn't working, and has been struggling ever so little, little by little adapting. Not saying that Rem is just out of his element or anything like that, but we're seeing here a very different game from we saw game one. '86. able to back throw, 98, putting him in a bad position. Just missed space in the back air. Gotta eat some percentage. Unable to get the down smash to 2-frame. Gotta see some scrambling. Sonido not wanting to commit to anything. Forward air. And the back air sealing it out once again. We're seeing a 2-stock from the situation. Sonido takes it.